but let's start with the basics on how to use your home test kit.
Firstly, we test the sanitizer level. Second is the pH factor. Use a good quality test kit and replace the contents at the start of each swimming season. This will only cost you a few dollars, and you'll know all the agents in the kit are fresh and able to give you as accurate a reading as possible.
There are heaps of different ways of sanitising or disinfecting your pool water. There is chlorine, ozone, bromine, ionic sterilisers and saltwater chlorinators. Chlorine is the type we'll be concentrating on, as it is the most popular sanitiser used in Australia in one form or another. If you would like to know about the others, talk to the experts at your pool shop.
Chlorine is available from your pool store in both liquid and granular form, or is produced by a saltwater chlorinator. We'll talk in depth about how and why saltwater chlorinators work a little later. Your pool requires a daily dose of disinfectant, in this case in the form of chlorine, to maintain healthy water. Your pool store will be happy to advise you of the daily quantity required. Liquid or granular chlorine will give you the same result. There is also a multitude of tablets, sticks to go in your skimmer basket, and inline feeders, so it's up to you which form you find easier to use. When testing your pool water at home, your chlorine level should be 2 to 3 parts per million. There are many pool water test kits available. Yours may differ in colour, quantities, and the names given to each of the test chemicals from the one that Greg is about to show us. It's important to read the instructions on your test kit. Remember to have your pool's water checked regularly by your local professional, as you'll not be able to test for things like salt levels and total dissolved solids.
And what we're looking for in this test, the whiteboard behind so you can see, is between 2 and 3 parts per million, which is your ideal level. Now, the first thing we do is that we invert it and we take a water sample once again from elbow down. Give it a shake. And as you can see, you shake it down to this line here. The next thing we do, you take out one DPD-1 tablet. You put the tablet in, and we will give this a shake. Once you've dissolved the tablet, take your whiteboard, put it behind, and you check your colour of here to here. And as you can see, we're fairly close to 3, but we're just a little bit above it.
Read the instructions included with your test kit on how much chlorine or neutralizer to add to achieve the required 2 to 3 parts per million. Or take a sample of your pool's water down to your pool shop for professional analysis and advice on what chemicals to use and when to add them. The real danger is that if there is not enough chlorine, the water will support dangerous bacterial growth, a serious health hazard for your friends and family. Left untreated, the pool will also turn green very rapidly. By raising the chlorine level to 2 to 3 parts per million, there'll be enough free available chlorine to continue the job of disinfecting your pool, while leaving it with no taste and no smell. When non-filterable waste enters pool water through body oils, perspiration and the like, and there isn't enough chlorine in the water to remove this non-filterable waste, both the chlorine and bacteria are only partially destroyed. If you can taste or smell chlorine, chances are there's not enough free available chlorine in the water. A shock dose will be required, and your pool professional will analyse your pool's water sample and recommend the right product and quality for you. Some common causes for higher bacteria levels are pool parties with lots more people than normal, high winds and heavy rain, and domestic animals. Don't allow anybody to use the pool until chlorine levels are back to 2 parts per million after shock dosing, and leave the filter running until this reading is achieved. There are now shock dosing products available on the market that will have you swimming in as little as 15 minutes. Once again, your pool professional will be able to recommend a product and advise on how and when to apply it. If you're happy with the reading and you're not using an auto pool cleaner, this is the time to vacuum the bottom of the pool, as the spent contaminants will have died and settled to the bottom. The sun's UV rays will deplete some of the chlorine used in your pool, and so will natural evaporation. Your local pool professional will be able to discuss adding chemicals such as stabilizer, which help to mask the effects of the sun's UV rays.
Next we have a look at testing the pH level of the pool. This will show how acidic or alkaline your pool water is.
The lower the reading, the higher the acid level. If the pool's water is too acidic, your sanitizer won't work properly. People will complain of sore eyes, and you'll risk problems with some pool surfaces. The ideal pH level for pool water is 7.4 to 7.6. Adding hydrochloric acid to your pool's water will lower the pH level. Acid is available in both liquid and granular forms, with the granular form considered a friendlier, safer alternative. The same safety rules apply when using either form, as acid is still acid. An easy-to-use formula showing how much acid to add, if required, will come with your test kit. Bear in mind, all of Greg's recommendations relate to a concrete, pebblecrete or tiled pool. Ideal levels are different for fiberglass and vinyl line pools. And once again, your pool professional will be able to guide you through the correct numbers.
And next we'll do the pH test. We're aiming for a level of between 7.4 to 7.6, which is ideal. Now, remove the lid, and once again remember, you invert it and you take the water sample from elbow depth down. Bring it back up, shake your water till you get it down to this line here. Right, next thing we do is we take solution 4, which is a chlorine neutralizer, which will neutralize any chlorine in our sample. We put in 1 drop. And give that a mix. Now that will neutralize the chlorine in this sample. Next we take solution 2, which is your pH test, and you put in 5 drops. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we give this a shake. Now you can see the colour on here. If we take this whiteboard, and we'll stick this little whiteboard behind here, so it'll give you a better look. You can see that the colour that we've got here is pretty close to 7.8. Now what we've got to do is get it between 7.4 and 7.6. So what we do is we take solution 3 and we put in 1 drop. Once again, we'll give this a shake, and then we compare it again. Now, as you can see, the water has dropped down to roughly about 7.4, so this is perfect.
If your pool's water is too alkaline, sanitizers such as chlorine, bromine, or your salt chlorinator just won't work properly.
Adding acid to the pool water will lower your pH levels. Acid does a wonderful job, but please be very careful when handling chemicals. Always wear gloves and safety glasses, as an accidental splash can cause a very painful injury.